Hello, Deanna here, and thanks so much for being here. So today's video is a book review, and the book I'm reviewing is Howl'S Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. So this book is absolutely delightful. In the land of Ingary, we find Sophie, our main character, and Sophie is living a pretty dull, ordinary life. As the oldest of three girls, that's just how her life is destined to be. She's not destined to have any excitement. She is destined to live a pretty boring life as boring, old, dull Sophie. Life doesn't always go exactly how we think it's going to go though, and soon before Sophie knows it, she encounters the terrible Witch of the Waste who puts a wicked, terrible curse on her, and she is soon fleeing her home, leaving everything she knows and loves to go out into the world. And with that, what happens is she ends up stumbling upon Howl'S Moving Castle. But Howl'S Moving Castle is not just your typical castle, as the word moving would suggest. And Howl is not your typical type of wizard. And instead, she is forced to get the help of a wicked wizard who steals the hearts of young girls. She is determined, though, to break this curse, and perhaps wicked Howl and peculiar, potentially evil demon Calcifer can help her in the breaking of this curse. Now, I absolutely love this book. This is 5 out of 5. I definitely rate it 5 stars. It is a wonderful read. It is delightful. It is your middle grade type of book, so it's a pretty easy and quick read. It's pretty small as well, and this particular copy I have has little pictures at the front of chapters, so that's really fun as well to go through, and I just absolutely love this book. When I got this book, I was actually referred to read this book by my sister, and she sent me a copy on e-book. So I read it through my phone, which isn't my first choice of reading books. I don't really love reading books through my e-reader. It's just not my main choice. But this book was so incredibly delightful and wonderful that I zipped right through it. I had no issues, completely just devouring this book. And then I loved the book so much. I fell so much in love with all of these characters that, as you can see, I had to get my own physical copy of this book because it is a wonderful read. And I'm actually in the middle of rereading it again because I just love it so much. It's whimsical, it is fun, it's entertaining, it is just magical in the way that some of the twists and turns come at you. You never quite know what to expect with this book. Like, she has created this whole world of all of these characters, and literally almost anything can happen in this book. It was so entertaining and so funny too. I found myself laughing so much. I loved Sophie. Sophie, like, I am Team Sophie all the way. She is an incredible character. She is smart. She is witty. She is takes no sass from Howl, and yet she sometimes doesn't always see that in herself, and that's a bit of her detriment as well. But really, she is a fantastic character and one you really want to root for in being able to get that curse broken and just have a happy life. She really deserves it. And some of the quips and things she comes back with to Howl is really funny and entertaining, as well as Howl himself is not quite what I was expecting as well. He is a very interesting character. He can be selfish, arrogant, and vain, very much so throughout this book, but there's also possibly more to him than we really know. So I absolutely love Howl as well. I've seen the movie as well. Like, clearly, I can't talk about this book without touching a little bit on the movie that was done by Studio Ghibli. I'm gonna have a whole other video though where it's gonna be more spoiler filled, of where I'm gonna compare the movie to the book, because there's just a lot different between the book and the movie, but the movie was wonderful as well, and I had to watch it. I had to take in, I mean, Studio Ghibli did a wonderful job at their rendition of the movie and their take on the characters in this world, and I love anime, so it was definitely a no-brainer to watch it. I'm actually surprised I hadn't heard of it before. Like, I've seen some of your Kiki delivery service and, you know, some of those other type of ones that kind of fall along this line, but I clearly haven't watched anime in a while because I totally missed the boat on this one, and when I did watch it, it's beautiful. So I'll have a whole other video about that and the comparisons, especially of Sophie's character from the movie to the book. So stay tuned for that and watch out for that. But coming back to the book, it was so fun. It's a delightful read. I absolutely love it. It's one of my all-time favorite books now. Some of my all-time favorite characters. Diana just did a wonderful job at truly drawing you into these characters, falling in love with them, and just going along on this wonderful journey with them and hoping all the best for these characters. And Sophie's arc throughout this book is awesome as well, to see this quiet girl that thinks that this is where her place is, to becoming this feisty, sharp-tongued, hilarious character is just delightful. And she literally is a young girl character to just root for, as I said, and really the kind you want to see in a book, and the kind that you really want to love and just follow. So I definitely love Sophie, and I love this book. So I, as I said, give it 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I can't rave about it enough. I'm sure anyone who really loves Howl'S Moving Castle will agree. I don't really know if it's like a polarizing book at all. Like, maybe if you just don't like those kind of whimsical books, this isn't going to be one you gravitate towards, and that's going to be okay. But if you love whimsical, fun books, like some of your middle school grade books, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and things like that, and even Harry Potter as well, if you love just kind of magical adventures and great characters, then you're really, really going to love this book. And I highly encourage you to go ahead and go check it out. So with that, that is my recommendation of 2022. We all need a little more laughter in our lives, so if you want to laugh and enjoy a good book, then definitely get your hands on Howl'S Moving Castle. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And with that, I want to thank you so much for watching. I always really appreciate it. I'm also going to have a blog post of this down below, like usual. I wrote a blog on this and just have some of my thoughts in my blog, so I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Check that out. I love to see you engage as well, so hit a like on this video, subscribe if you want to see more book reviews, because I've got a lot more that I'm going to be having come out. And I just want to say thank you so much again for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourself. Thank you again for watching, and you will see me next time. Bye!